Alright, y'all, so it's been a little minute since I did one of these. It actually been 4 years, according to YouTube. But right now I'm finna show y'all how to do a drop fade on locks. A lot of people struggle when they come down to locks because either you leave too much hair by the locks because you're scared to get in it, or you get in it and you thin the person lock. So I'm finna walk y'all through a drop fade. We get all the hair up into a ponytail, get it all out our way. And then I start by brushing the hair down because his hair is not too overgrown. It's still kind of sitting on the scalp. So I brush it in a way that it grow. And then we're going to start our drop fade. I'm only going to show y'all one side because of storage reasons. But what you do to one side, you do to another. Y'all already know that. We always start off with our trimmers first or our balding clipper. Now he wants to keep the curve. So I started my guideline underneath the curve and right on top of the ear. And of course we drop it at the back because he's getting a drop fade. I drop it below the occipital bone, and that way that's where the fade is gonna start. And we're just cleaning everything up right up under it. Then we come right on in with my clipper. I got my JRLs and we got all the way open. And we go up about a ½ inch. Now when we doing these guidelines, we gotta remember that we have to keep these guidelines even. If we do not keep them even, you will end up with a choppy fade. So we keep our guidelines at a ½ inch, whether we doing a 1 guard, whether we doing 2, don't matter. Everything needs to be at a ½ inch because that's how we start the fade. So I got this all the way open at a ½ inch, going up, and we keeping it even. Do not forget to drop it at the back because we are doing a drop fade. You have to follow the guidelines the same way you put the first one in. We come in with our 1 guard, we slap that on our clipper, and then we go up all the way open. Then we go up another ½ inch. Remember, we gotta keep the guidelines even. Whatever we did to put it in, whatever we did to begin the fade is what we gotta continue to do all around the fade. We go up about a ½ inch, making sure that we watching those locks, making sure that we not getting that guard stuck up in those locks, and making sure that we not putting that clipper all the way into those locks to thin them out. Right here, I'm just showing y'all the 2 guidelines that we initially created, and we're about to work on taking those right on out of there. For that first guideline, we're gonna go all the way close to take out this first guideline that we made with the trimmer. And we close the clipper all the way, no guard, and we just attack that line. We right at the bottom of it, and we flicking out. We making sure that the clipper is laid flat, and we flicking right at that line that we made. And as we flick, you're gonna be able to see the line just fading right on in there. I open up the clip a little bit more so that I can go up further into fading that bottom line out. And right now I'm just trigger playing because, you know, some places are a little lighter than the other. So we just trigger playing and get that bottom line all the way faded in. We got that half guard, 16th guard, 0.5 guard, whatever one y'all want to say. And we just gonna attack that next line. And I'm going halfway right now because I want y'all to see what the halfway does. Going halfway on your lines first is gonna always be the safest route. But now we're gonna go ahead and close it because I knew that I was gonna have to close it. But I wanted y'all to see me feather that line out and how that line gets lighter as you close it. So now that it's all the way closed, you can tell that the line is just coming out graciously. It's coming out with ease. And we just attacking that line and blending it all into the top of the fade. Then I got the one guard on there all the way closed, and I'm just down fading, kind of like debulking in a sense. We getting those locks out the way, and we are debulking just so that it don't have so much weight on the top of the fade. We put the 1.5 guard on there, which is the biggest guard that we done used, and we just go all the way up into the locks. But when we get to the locks, we're not feeding those locks into the teeth. That's what causes thinning in somebody's locks. That's how a barber can thin someone's locks out. So we're just putting that half guard on there, kind of just knocking that weight up off of the top, because we don't want it so dark at the top. We don't want that. So that's all the 1.5 guard is really doing, just kind of debulking in a sense. Then I put that one back on there and I'm kind of trigger playing with the dark spots. Then I wanted to show y'all a little close-up of how he's coming together. Now, his fade is very dark at the top. And so I'm taking the clippers and I'm finna trigger play. Like I got it all the way open. I'm just attacking all the dark spots that I feel are unnecessary. I'm using my corner. I got it all the way open. We just attacking those dark spots. And we're getting this fade all the way together. This is essentially detail work, but something that is very necessary for people to do. Once you get a barber's eye, it's gonna become easy to spot the dark spots and the things that don't belong. That about sums up this basic drop fade on locks. I really hope y'all learned something, and I'll see y'all on the next one.